What is the quickest way to quit your job and become a full-time real estate investor? Now, we get this question a lot inside of our inner circle community, and there's a lot of factors that you want to consider before jumping ship and stepping into the real estate investing game full time. First thing you want to consider is your monthly expenses. Understanding how much money it takes to generate for your household income every single month is the first equation that you want to factor in, right? How much does your mortgage or your lease cost? How much does your gas and your car payment cost? What amount of money are you allocating towards food and other types of clothing, amenities, anything that you might have to put out of your pocket every single month, right? So after putting that number together, whatever that is, let's just say it's $5,000. Putting that number together, you know that regardless of what the circumstances may be, you have to be able to produce that $5,000 per month just to live, right? That's not even accounting for business expenses, marketing budgets, and other overhead that's associated with running that business. But don't freeze up. There's actually a lot of opportunities to get into this industry before you actually jump ship and quit your full-time job, right? So after factoring in the monthly expenses, that's gonna bring us to our next line item in the equation. Now, the best advice that I can encourage any new investor or real estate wholesaler is this. You wanna always start off by building a side hustle. Now, I know it seems sexy and there's a lot of people on social media putting up their closing checks and bragging about how amazing it is on the other side. Let's be honest, it is pretty amazing being self-employed and being able to live life on your terms. However, you cannot skip a step in the process on your growth, no matter what the trajectory might be, right? The best way to get into this industry and to build that foundation that you can stand on in the future is to build a side hustle. So whatever your current job situation might be, the first thing you want to think about is this. How many hours am I allocating to my primary job every single month, right? What do those hours look like? If you're working 40 hours a week, you still have another 40 hours between family time, rest, recuperation that you can start building and focusing on generating more cash flow and getting a business model in place that's going to sustain your monthly bills, right? So let's say that you work from 9 to 5. You know that during those hours, you're going to be more locked into that model. However, once you clock out, once you get home from work or get to the office, whatever that might look like, you can focus all of your time and energy on just this, build a side hustle. Because that's what that's doing is it's allowing you to continue floating your monthly expenses. And if you have any extra money saved up aside from that, it can be dumped directly into your side hustle. Now, when it comes to the creative real estate investing space, the type of opportunities and platform that this industry provides is like no other that I have ever seen. Meaning the community and the people that you will find inside of this space, they're more motivated, they're more driven, and they're not cut from the same cloth as 90% of the rest of society. Why? Because they want something more. They're not willing to settle for the 9 to 5, and they know that there's something much greater on the other side of that comfort zone. So what do? They're willing to put in the work for this center quadrant, right? They're willing to sacrifice their comfort of getting home from work, sitting back, watching television, or cracking up that cold beer or that bag of chips and just relaxing, right? They're willing to put the work in today so that they can live tomorrow like other people would only dream, right? So the best encouragement that I can make for anybody starting is, hey, there is a process and there is an equation, and if you have a good plan, you can actually escape this job aspect much quicker than you might think, right? But you want to first build momentum inside of this side hustle, and once you have 6 months to a year saved up, that's going to cover your monthly expenses and any type of monthly marketing expenses inside of your business. At that point, I would encourage you, hey, we're looking good. We got the savings account built up and we're in a good position to go ahead and burn the ships, right? But until that point, until you know that you've closed, let's say the average wholesale deal is $10,000, right? So until you've got 2 to 3 of these coming in like clockwork every single month, right? 20K will get eaten up quick, especially in a dry season. Coming out of this winter lull, the real estate industry across the board slows down in the winter seasons, right? Kids are in school or on Christmas vacation, right? Everyone's huddling up and putting some blankets over so they can be comfortable sitting next to a warm fire. There's just not as much activity inside of the real estate industry. Very much the same in the real estate investment side of the business, right? So again, don't let those couple amazing summer months fool you that, hey, this momentum is here. And with the right community and the right mentors to help guide you through that process, anything is possible, right? But again, figure out what it takes to cover your monthly expenses. Add that with your business operating expenses, which we'll just say $2,000 starting out, working on a lean budget. You could start out with $500 a month, right? It all comes down to how creative you're willing to get. But there is a model, there is a roadmap. And I promise you, if you're willing to put in the work and you focus on building that foundation first, that anything is possible. And in 3 to 5 years, you can accomplish more in that time frame than most people accomplish over a 20-year span, right? It all comes down to how you choose to think. Those that are willing to invest in themselves, to learn the strategies, to put together systems and processes, and to catch the vision to move forward are the ones that will inherit the earth, right? They're the ones that will capitalize on the opportunities that exist every day around us. Successful people don't have any more, I'll say, resources. Yes, they have more money, right? But many of the very successful people, because 80% of millionaires were self-made, most of these people started at the bottom, right? They started at rock bottom and they were willing to do the work that no one else wanted to do. They were willing to clean a toilet when everyone else was complaining, right? But they understood that the work that they put in those very early years were going to create character, right? And that character would build a foundation that you can stand on. Because the people that want to microwave success and think that this industry is a get-rich-quick scheme, they're going to get it all wrong. Because talent will get you in the door and it will get you places that your character is not ready for. And at the end of the day, your character is going to stand the test of time when that talent gets washed up and you get all old and wrinkly and the character let the whole mission and the whole foundation crumble. So again, be consistent. Take your time building that foundation. Find some mentors, find people inside of your inner circle, inside of your local network. Latch onto them. Take them out to lunch. Figure out how you can add more value to what they're already doing. Follow that roadmap. Success success leaves clues along the way. And if you can pay attention and lean in to what's already out there, all you got to do is follow the roadmap. You're only one step away. See you guys on the other side.